This is the dining area. I'm sorry it's so gauche. No, it looks nice enough. Please take a seat. It's functional. Perhaps you would like some of my famous tea, Master Fei? Good doctor? Citan's there just like, I have a name. I can't tell you my real one, but I have a name. Young visitors are rare indeed. The young master must be very happy. If things were normal, we wouldn't be living in the desert, but rather back at the royal palace. Royal palace? Man, you are just full of information. So he's connected to the old Fatima dynasty, then? I'm sorry, what? Well, you said something. Oh, no. You said something. I'm just a senile old fool who talks too much. Pay no attention to what the old man just said. But that one-eyed youth does have a certain bearing. Oh, well spoken, sir. Awfully good of you to notice. If I may, I would like to tell you, the young gent is the last forgotten remainder of the once proud Fatima dynasty. Doc, are we interrogating this guy? Shut up, Faye. Let the old man talk. He'll tell us everything. Pay no attention to whatever Citan says, the most well-informed person in the entire game. He might very well be. He actually might be more well-informed than Graf. Of all people, which is saying a lot. That is before it was destroyed by Citan's minions. Prince Bartholomew Fatima. Bartholomew? Edbart's the fourth successor? Bartholomew Edbart's successor. I forgot about Edbart. Silly name. I'm sure they announced that Bartholomew died of an illness 12 years ago. Officially, yes. Unofficially, we pretended he died and ran off. We rescued him from Citan's evil grasp. Graft, Kane, and the Queen. The wise men might come close. Miang as well. Miang technically has probably the most information of anyone. But she also keeps those cards extremely close to her chest. But yeah. Citan, Graf, Kane, the Queen, and yeah, Miang knows everything. Yeah. Then why must the prince, the rightful heir, resort to piracy? Well, I just told you that the capital got taken over. Since fleeing here, we have only one wish. That he will grow up to be a great man. You don't want to reclaim the throne? Correct. Of course, not to say that we have absolutely no desire to restore his rule would be a lie. We have plans for that too. And part of those plans would include piracy. Well, you see, we aren't just mere pirates. We're attacking military convoys. We're guerrillas, you see. Both Yvette and Kislev are devoted to excavating the ruins. Each country's strength is increasing daily. Even if we could get the help of all our comrades to start a revolution, the combined strength of all us humans would not be enough because they have mechs, you see. We would be suppressed by his guards in no time. His guards with all their mechs. We needed power. We tried excavating the ruins using the Yggdrasil, but it didn't work out as well as expected. Excavating requires tremendous amount of time, labor, and capital. The best we can do with our sand cruiser is find small items in the sand. And the piracy. But you see, we steal from the people who dug through the ruins and spent all that time and capital. Regardless of who gains the ruins' technology, one thing is certain. Both Kislev and Avel will simply use that power to oppress the other. I agree with the young master's idea of creating a new power to balance things out a little bit. I see. It's far more effective to plunder from the shadows than to excavate the technology oneself. Yeah, he gets it. Of course, pillaging is an unpardonable act. But you see, they pillaged us first, so, you know, As the young master says, fuck those people. I'm sorry if it sounds rather self-righteous. Oh, that's something that outsiders like ourselves cannot comment on. No, I want to comment on this, Doc. Can I comment on this? What you've told me, I feel like the results of what you are doing will be good. Seeing your children here today tells me that. I'm much relieved by your words. Another cup of tea? Oh yes, thank you. You mentioned you had plans. Why not put them into action? With Miss Margie imprisoned, we dare not do anything. She wouldn't have to be Nissan's... You are well informed, my dear doctor from a small mountain town who was just fucking around. Odd that you know so much. She is the great mother Marguerite of Nissan and the young master's cousin as well. Why would Citan take her captive? Well, you see, she's like the Pope. So... No, there's that. Also, she has the Fatima Jasper. The Jaspers that said to show where the great treasure is? Son of a bitch! You keep stealing all my lines, my good doctor. I am most impressed. Oh, you don't like my tea, Master Fei? No, I'm just not thirsty. I've spending too much time here just with my mouth hanging open at all the things you're telling us by just having us ask nicely and, pretend to listen. Anyway, we have no idea what the great treasure actually is, but it's said to be strong enough to save our kingdom if it ever is in plight. And she has the Jasper that tells the location. Only half, to be precise. The young master and Miss Margaret each have half. Only by combining the two halves will anyone know where the treasure is. That's not true. What exactly is the Jasper? When you say half of the Jasper, I imagine some kind of necklace. Only the heirs know what it really looks like. I see. So that's why they have her locked up. My guess is that when they do find out, her chances of living are not. She'll be fine. I apologize. I was only supposing the worst case. Please don't take it to heart. No, that's a terribly realistic scenario. Once they get that Omni gear out, they'll just kill us all. I'm sorry, that what gear? Nothing, never mind. Anyway, what do you mean by the great treasure? Well, I haven't the foggiest. He means the gear, it has to be it! Young master, are the gears alright? Yeah, even though they were sealed, the sand's gotten into all the joints. The pain in the neck to fix, I'm having the crew take care of it now. As somebody who's in tech support, I feel that so much worse now. Like, I understand Bart is an irreplaceable part of their entire mission, but as somebody who does service work for people, having somebody be like, yeah, I got sand in all the joints of my giant robot, go clean it for me, I'm gonna go off and talk to my new friends. I would not like this man. I would not like him much at all. My job is just to pilot them. Besides, I'm bad with machines, so I'll just get in the way. Young master. Anyway, what were we talking about? Whether the great treasure could be a gear? Oh yeah, that. Something like that is drawn on one of the Yvette picture scrolls. Picture scrolls? Oh shit, is this the one thing he didn't know about? Well, if you're interested, then let's go to the planning room. I'll show you what I mean, since you're my special guests. That sounds incredibly bad security. I mean, interesting. What's in here? Here we are. This place is incredible. They probably don't even have equipment like this at the capital. Surprise? All this technology is thanks to Sig. Said he stole it from a place called Solaris. I wouldn't know anything about them. Hey Faye, don't stand on the screen. We won't be able to see. Alright men, display my special file on the main screen. Nope, sir. Never heard that name before. Citan, probably. Exactly. What is this? A picture scroll, nearly 500 years old. This is King Fatima I, body cloaked in flames, making a blood oath with giants. They say he used the strength of giants to found Tibet. This is amazing that such an ancient scroll exists, and in such good state, too. I thought the ethos controlled all such things as these. Normally, yes, but this is a family heirloom. Next! After founding the country, Fatima forced the giants into slumber to protect his kingdom's people if they were needed in the future. But we don't know where the spaceship, the giant, is hidden. In another record, one of these giants is called Great Fatima Treasure. What about the Jasper? Hey, you sure know a lot. Perhaps you're one of Citan's spies. Of course not. I work for nothing. No, I don't work for Citan. Anyway, it's only an intellectual interest. Just kidding. The Jasper's the key to finding our treasure. The key? Could that be what Citan's looking for? Not just him, Gibbler too. Really? Then we must rescue Marguerite as soon as possible. You're telling me? You're standing on the screen that you told us not to stand on. Ah, there you go. Since we helped you, I was wondering if I could, in turn, ask a favor. Would that favor be to help you in your revolution save your cousin? I think that sounds fair. Right, boy, that's exactly what it is. And Paige is sitting in the back being like, man, I just wanted to get out of my hometown that I blew up. That's all I wanted. Why am I getting dragged into this bullshit? I heard from Sigurd, it seems that both Yvette and Kislev are after you. So you help us, we help you. You know, it's a fair deal. How about it? If it pays for my room and board, then I'll help in any way I can. I'm a doctor, you know. So the best thing for me to do would be to stay at this base and stay safe. What do you think, Faye? You've been really quiet. Yeah, you were great back there in that cavern. You murdered the shit out of that guy. Your strength alone is greater than 10 or 20 of the guards. I'd love to have your power on my side. Why does everybody want to make me fight? What? What's wrong with you? Faye? I just don't feel like it. Love to have my power? I don't have any. I just have a mech that I'm borrowing. What's wrong with all of you? Doc, everyone, drive me to the brink. And there's that stupid robot, Graf, my father. I don't have the time to help you with your problems when I've got enough of my own. Faye hasn't yet learned the time-honored tradition of I'm going to deal with my problems by not dealing with them, by dealing with somebody else's problems. Then eventually mine will go away. I mean, what's with him? Is he always that short-tempered? He's had a tough week. Things happen so fast that he really hasn't had time to deal with it all yet. Please be patient with him.